In this video, as I've promised you before, we're going to go through yet another free traffic technique. This one's a little bit more exciting in some ways because there are so many different aspects to this, and this is article marketing. Now, in case you don't know what that is, you write or have written an article on your niche, your keywords, the subject that your site's on. In my case, the subject stress, so I'll stick to that so you know what I'm talking about. So I'd write an article around relief for stress, trying to get relief for stress, using the keywords throughout, using keywords throughout the article. And obviously the title of the article is important as well, because all of these things Google pick up on. So I'll get to that in just a minute. So first of all, I'm just going to tell you the principle of article marketing and why it's so effective. The idea is that you write articles, you publish them on the web, and one of the main places you can do that is article directories. And in front of you here on the screen you can see e-zine articles, which is by far the biggest ones on the web. And in my opinion, this is the one that you should go and use if you're doing this. You need to be getting your articles on here. Once you've written your articles, okay, you need to sign up first. So if we click join now, I'll just show you through the menu here. So all the details here to fill in. Look, we've been through this kind of thing before. The email address there, verification email, password, and then fill in all your details down here. And your initial author name will be created from your first and last name. Additional names can be created after your account's been created. So create it under your own name, and your pen name, if you're not aware of that, it's just another name you can use if it's not your real name. So maybe you want to write articles in different niches for different sites, and you want to appear if you're somebody different for each one. But you can do that in here for a certain number of times. I don't think you can create infinite ones. I think it's something like three that you can have. Now, that is free to join this, but there is a paid option as well that you can do on this. So what I suggest, rather than me going through here in front of you here, now it is free to join this, but there is a paid option as well. So what I suggest, rather than me going through everything here, is make it a priority when you come to this, watch the video, and then go into here and have a really proper look around here at the things I'm showing you, because this can be one of the best things in your traffic generation arsenal. As I say, it's free to join. There is a paid option, but you really need to come in here, have a look around, and see what you get for that paid option. What you do is you'll set up your profile, you join here, and then you can go through, set up a profile like this, and then you can start posting your articles. But before you do that, I really do suggest you do a bit of research. It really will pay off in the long run in so many ways. These are the article categories that you can see in front of you here. So for, let's say we'll stick to the subject we're doing here, stress. So it's likely to be in health and fitness. Let's have a look down here. Or self-improvement perhaps. Let's have a look down there. Stress management, there we are. That's precisely what we want to see there. Now this will show you the articles in e-zine articles that people have categorised and put under stress management. And then once you've written your article, you tell them that what category you want to put it in, and you can put them on the site wherever you think they should go. But it's got to go in the right category, preferably one where it makes no sense to put it anywhere else. Okay? So for instance, 4 practical techniques to eliminate unproductive worry, so click on that and you can view the article itself. And this is how your article will look. Yeah, they all look the same on the page. They all have the title, the author, the word count, 752 words there. And there are guidelines which you should look at in terms of the number of words you should use. And there is a certain ceiling as to how many words you use, but to be honest, you don't want to make your article too long. I don't think I'd write one quite that long. I'd probably stick to around 500 words. You know, simply to keep people interested. You know, keep it succinct, keep it to the point. And at the bottom, this is the most important bit here. Look, is your author box, where you've got a bit there that you can add to the article at the bottom. So it explains who the author is, a little bit about them, and then there's a link to the website here. And this is where the magic is, obviously, because this is where you're getting a link to your website for people to click on. And what also happens with article directories, and specifically this one, a lot of other webmasters, people with websites, don't necessarily want to write their own content. So a lot of people will put up, you've probably seen AdSense websites, will type a keyword in, go to a website, there's a lot of content on there, and then AdSense ads all around the outside, sometimes affiliate links around the outside as well. And the idea is the AdSense ads, which are the little Google ads, these are AdSense ads down the right hand side there. And basically what a lot of webmasters do, they build a site around a niche word and then they put relevant content on there. So I could have built my site around stress, put some articles to do with stress on here, join Google AdSense, and they would put stress related articles down the right hand side. And if people click on that, then I get a percentage of that revenue from Google. Okay? The important point is, instead of the webmaster writing all their own content, some will, and a surprising number will pay to have them written. But what a lot of people do is come to places like this, they take your article and use it on their site. And you probably think, well, I don't want people stealing my article. But they're not really stealing it. What they're doing is giving you a free link. Because what they'll do is they'll copy the article and use it, but they have to include the biography bit at the bottom, which has got the link in there. So it's actually a good thing that people come and come and borrow your articles. So if you write a really interesting article, somebody comes along and they're building a site. My site's here on stress, and say that somebody else is writing one on stress. They don't want to write one themselves. They come in here, they use this article on their site, and then this person has now got a link to my site on their site. Now other webmasters will do the same, so potentially you can have a lot of people coming to grab your article and put it on their site, but it will always have your link taken with you. And Easy in Articles is one of the biggest, in fact the biggest site of this type on the web, so a lot of people come and do that. So that's one article there. Now what I suggest you do, once you've got to this point where you're looking for traffic, I mean you can start researching now if you've got time. I don't know how much time you're going to put into doing this. But once you're ready for this, you can come into Easy in Articles, and before you join, just have a read through, have a look round, see what other people are writing, see what kind of articles they're putting in, what sort of tips they're doing, putting in, are they reviews, get some ideas, make some notes, and see what other people are doing. Now let's go just back to the article here. In here, look, if you scroll right down to the bottom here, and this is very useful for you here, other recent Easy in Articles from this category, and you can see all of them in there, look. Most viewed Easy in Articles over the last 90 days. So again, if you want to get ideas of how to do yours, then this is a good place to come. Click on this one, 6 simple tips. You see people do use tip ones because it makes the article very readable, and you can see there the tips in there. And once again there's links through there. Looks like a young lady's site there. If you scroll down a bit further there on any of these articles, you can see this article's been viewed 554 times, and it was submitted on September the 3rd, 2009. So that's a lot. So in 20 odd days that's had 554 views. That's a lot of views. So a lot of people in there could well have taken this and put it on their site. This article has been viewed 554 times, and it was only submitted on September the 3rd. So that's 20, as we're recording this, 20 odd days. It's had 554 hits. That's an awful lot of views. That's excellent. It's a lot of views. So you can imagine a percentage of those people may well have taken this article and put it on their site. And there's ways in here, in Easy, once you're in the back area, of finding out how many of those do that. Once you get used to looking around there, there's resources to help you do that and find out that information. You can find out exactly what's been used where. So because this is the most viewed, it lists the most viewed articles there. I suggest you have a look through these in your niche, and if obviously they're the most viewed, there must be something good about them, so it'll give you good ideas about how to structure yours, or whether to do tips, whether to do reviews on your particular niche. Look, 5 ways here, top 10 ways. Yeah, people like that. People like sort of a number of different ways to do things. People like coming to there, it's easy to digest, there's X number of tips, X number of ways to do something, they like that kind of thing. Another good tip is to try and have your keyword as the very first word of the article. So mine might be relief for stress, 10 top tips to eliminate stress in your life, something like that. Because it's how the search engines read the titles, because it's right at the beginning there, and it just carries more weight with Google. Obviously try and get your keyword in, ideally the first paragraph, and also in the middle and the bottom paragraph, but don't put it in all the time, because that will be seen as spam. You're getting used to this kind of thing now. But look at the wording of other articles and think, if it's in there the same phrases in there over and over and over again, you're likely to be penalised. So this is a good one, 550 odd views. So take note of this kind of thing, because it's bound to teach you a lot. But whatever you do, don't copy any of these articles like this. All I'm suggesting you do is not steal other people's copy. It's learn from it. Learn how it's put together, grab